I'm usually not the one to be picky, but is it
square? The iPod doesn't look square. It's like level.
Is it not level?
No, it's not.
Or is it my brain? Okay,
No,
I normally don't care, but
That's got to be close.
Yeah, it looks better. Yeah. All right, guys, welcome back. We have got the brand new Storm level. We got Matt Tuzzies here. Matt, we've got a brand new cover stock, the RPM Solid, the Regenerative Polymer Matrix. Now, that is a mouthful. And then the numbers on this ball.
Also, new core.
New core. The Equalizer core. It's got AI in it. We've got a 259 RG and a .027 differential. A little bit more urethane, kind of like numbers. So let's just jump right into it because we're gonna get you going here. Start off with the IQ 78 urethane ball that we see on the PBA tour, and it's kind of making a run for the money back into the bag after watching Matt bowl with it. So this ball was a little bit straighter. Obviously, it's urethane, kind of picks up pretty early, a little bit more forward down lane. As we move right with this ball, typically we don't see it continue as well because the ball revs up pretty early with the IQ Tour core in it. So we moved a little bit right, got it to shape pretty well down lane for me. I mean, we're starting to get it to shape a little bit more. So once we started throwing some flush shots, we went to that RPM or the level with the new RPM Solid cover. We were able to throw on the same line, but we didn't have to hit that ball as much. We were able to come up the back a little bit. So when we were able to do that, the ball came up. We hit it flush. It wasn't the exact shot, though. It wasn't something that I'd try to replicate. So what we did was we moved a little bit to the right, and we caught it a little bit more. I moved 2 boards right off of the shot we had with the IQ 78, and it was able to go through the pins really well. We didn't see any quit. We had a bunch of continuation, very smooth, very controllable, exactly what they're advertising with this ball. So as we started striking from there, we were able to go another 3 to the right. So now we're a total of 5 more to the right with our feet. We're moving our eyes a little bit as we go along to see if we can play kind of the body of the pattern where majority of that oil is kind of stacked up. And we threw another flush shot. The ball revved up right where kind of we would expect it to for a urethane type look, but we had a little bit more of that resin continuation down lane, but it wasn't too much where it became whippy. It was still that smooth, continuous motion that we like to see on the left side of the lane. And then we just kept kind of going right with it. We were able to move a little bit farther right. I think we went like another 4 or 5. And it struck again. I mean, I think the head pin came off the wall at about 3,000 miles an hour. That might be a little slow. My radar was a little off today, but it came off the wall pretty well. So we're able to move in with this ball, get enough of the ball to hook. It was enough
shape down lane.
Yeah, it was enough shape down lane. I'm trying to think exactly. Austin's not even looking at it. Now he's leaving it. As we moved right, we were still able to get enough shape down the lane. So very interesting to see. I do, like we talked about on the podcast this week, it is kind of that urethane-like earlier read. I did have this ball at 500 as well as the IQ 78 to give a more of a closer comparison. And we were able to get kind of that earlier slow down like I see with urethane, but a lot more continuation down lane, just not that resin-like bounce off the dry like I get with like an IQ Tour out of urethane. So we're going to be able to get into this ball a little bit more. And I know Matt goes to the IQ right after the urethane's done. I think that this level is going to come in handy for a bunch of players, especially in low sec. So I think this ball is going to be a winner for me. It's definitely going in the bag. We might drill another 2. All right, so Matt, why don't we get you some of your thoughts on this new ball, and let me know what you think.
Yeah, so I drilled mine today, 4x1 layout. I did not bring any balls to compare it to. I just kind of want to come in with open mind, see how everything is. Unlike Anthony, when I use urethane, I can't really shape it. If my angles have to be in front of me, throw it straight up the lane. So for me, I have high hopes for this ball. If it rolls like urethane, it might be able to bridge that gap. I might be able to chase it a little. And from what I saw when I threw it, I threw 4 shots in the same spot. 1 shot I missed at the bottom, and 1 shot I caught too much. I left a 3-9.
Purchase.
Yes. Next shot, right through the middle, 4. But what I can tell about this ball, it shapes like urethane for the first 40 feet of lane, and then gives me that little resin continuation. So for me, I'll be able to use this ball in longer patterns. But the big difference is I was able to 2-in-1. I 2-in-1 my next 5 shots. Each shot I'm 2-in-1. And the ball continued each shot. It actually looked better the more I caught it. So I feel like with this ball, I'll be able to chase it with the urethane shape where my pitch black, fast pitch, the 78Us, they kind of lose their energy and they don't shape for me. Where the level I'll be able to continue to shape, continue to chase it a little, and it'll be lead me into a better spot where I can throw like IQ tours, a little bit cleaner of balls because the front part of the lane will be a little burned at that point in time. But I feel like this ball for house shots, like the wet, dry, really going to blend them out. If people struggle, like, urethane, I'm not a fan of urethane, or the resin balls are too much, I feel like this ball is the best of both worlds. They're going to get the continuation of the resin, but that urethane shape. I was very shocked when I threw this ball. I told Anthony, I didn't know how I feel about it. I'm quite pleased. It rolls like my urethanes, gives it a little more in the back shape, where I'm able to shape it down lane when I keep moving my feet right. I think this ball is going to be in the bag, multiple tournaments.
It's a staple for the
It's a staple. It's stable for both sides. I feel like even the righties, the ones that a lot of righties don't like urethane. They don't believe in it. They won't throw it. I feel like they'll be able to control the lane with this ball. Like especially people with lower tracks, they spin a lot. This ball will be pretty smooth on the fresh form. I feel like also longer patterns. Like I struggle longer patterns. I can't throw urethane. I know Anthony loves throwing urethane on those 43-foot patterns. He can do it. I physically can't. I feel like this ball allows me to, just because it gives me that same shape as urethane, but it continues.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by and talking bowling with us two, us 3 knuckleheads.
There's 3 of us here?
Both these balls release on 1/17. Make sure to go to your Storm VIP Pro Shop. Pick both these balls up, or just one, but hopefully 2.
You should probably grab both.
Grab both. Stop by at Revolutions in Boulevard Bowl. See Matt. You can stop by Town and Country Lanes in the lab to see me. Austin might be hanging around. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Get all of our ball reviews. Our Down Lane podcast. A podcast at 7 p.m. on Thursdays.
Don't forget, we are live at 7 p.m. Thursday nights, Eastern Standard Time, during the bowling season. We do not do it over the summer because we're lazy and we enjoy summer break. But
we do.
But we will be live here chatting with you guys. Come in, talk to us about the reviews. We'd love to talk live about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
Zen ball good.
This is Down Lane Bowling Channel.